Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Ape Fitness. My name is Jimmy Alcalde. I'm a personal trainer. I've been training for over 30 years. Live in South America right now, so I do have a Spanish channel if you want to go on there also and check out my videos in Spanish. If you speak Spanish, you're invited to that. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Greg Doucette's diet plan. Now, I don't know Greg Doucette, and I'm going to talk about whether I think it's good or not in a second. I just want to say first, I'm not a physician or a doctor or a nutritionist, but I have lost over 120 pounds naturally without a bypass or anything weird, just by watching what I eat. So I know how to lose weight. I used to be more of a power lifter, ate a lot, lifted a lot of weight, so I've been pretty big, I've been pretty trim. I know how to do this, so that's why I like this is going to be my first video in English. I'm going to talk about Greg Doucette. I'm sorry if I mentioned it wrong and you're watching Greg, my bad. I love you anyways. I'm going to tell everybody to go subscribe and go watch him because he's got great rants, and I'll say some other stuff about what I think about Greg and his plan and everything from what a video that I watched on YouTube. So now that I've said all that, I'm going to start real quick by saying, is Greg's diet plan good or not? And in my opinion, it is freaking awesome, right? I love the guy. I do. I think that his nutrition philosophy is spot on. It's the best way to lose weight that's out there. It's not necessarily exactly what he eats, it's how he eats. So I'm going to explain that real quick. I'm basing this just on a video that he did on a day that he does of his eating plan. A full day of eating with Greg. Doucette. Damn it, I'm screwing up. I'm killing your last name. I'm just butchering it. I am. I'm sorry, dude. But what he does is he starts off in the morning, right? He starts off with like 6 French toast, homemade French toast. 6. That's a lot. That's a whole bunch of bread, right? And a lot of protein because French toast are made with a lot of egg whites. So it's an actual really, really dense and high protein food. So that's the first meal. He eats about 6 or 7. You don't have to do that. It all depends on your size. You're going to have to figure out your macros, your calories, your proteins. You could probably get away with 3 and be fine and start to feel pretty full anyways, right? He's if you look at him, he's a beast anyways. You know, he's not really big, but he's got a lot of muscle on him. You can tell he's got a pretty good metabolism, good genetics. He's gonna probably be able to lose weight eating a lot more calories just because of the amount of muscle mass that he has on him. That right there just consumes a lot of calories. So you don't want to go exactly like him, but you want to use his style of eating. Then he does a big wrap, huge wrap, right? Some protein on there, a whole bunch of greens when it comes to, like spinach and lettuce and other vegetables. And then he does that again at night, right? Another big giant wrap. I love wraps too, so it's a good way of doing it. Of course, he's got a lot of other ways of eating, but it's not necessarily just like that. I'm just going through his plan real quick, and then I'm going to explain what's great about it, right? Then at night, he has a big, thick homemade like casein protein drink. Woo, yeah. All right, and it's a really thick protein drink, which is also very dense and filling. So what's the strategy that he uses? And then a tip that he does that I love, I will give you another one too. The trick is eat really, really dense, filling food that have very low calories. Don't think about health, right? Because people go, oh man, I can't have sweeteners because it's unhealthy. The sweetener, the sweetener's I'm gonna do this, and it's poison. It's a chemical, so it's gonna, make your insides melt and whatever. I guarantee that if you got 30 or 40 pounds overweight, right, you're gonna be much more unhealthy than if you're taking sweeteners. Okay, why? Because you're gonna have fat inside and out. So you're probably gonna be in a lot worse shape than if you have sweeteners for a while. Really simple as that. But sweeteners are great, especially everything that says 0 and light, or hopefully 0 sugar and 0 calories or whatever. Those are even better, right? So what does he do? He does a French toast, right? Regular French toast with a lot of egg whites, some cinnamon, vanilla extract, everything, and some sweetener. And then he uses a lighter version, not a very high caloric syrup. Dude, these syrups they taste really damn good, and there's some that have very, very low calories. There's some that even go down to 10 calories a portion, and you get 20 calories in there. It's gonna be nice and sweet, and your calorie intake is gonna be very low, but it's very dense. You're gonna feel very full, and you're gonna have a lot of protein because of the eggs in there. It's a great strategy right there. When it comes to the wraps, the same thing. What he does is, if you look at the wrap, the amount of protein that he has is the kind of the proteins that he needs. You're gonna have to figure out the proteins, but the rest is a lot of celery, a lot of greens, right? But if you're gonna just eat that, it's gonna be like, you're not gonna be able to eat it. It's not gonna taste that good. So what does he do? He puts a whole bunch of sauces on there. These sauces that are all zero and have no calories or very low calories. And those sauces make it taste really good. Hell, you could even not even have beef on there and just wrap that up with some sauces. It's gonna taste pretty good, right? So you use those sauces. So who cares if it's got little chemicals or not? It's gonna help you lose weight without being hungry, right? Because the bottom line is, I want to do the Mediterranean diet. It's so healthy. All the Mediterraneans are healthy. So I'm going to put a whole bunch of olive oil everywhere. A tablespoon of olive oil is like 100 calories, okay? So if you have too much of that, it's not healthy. Why? Because you're not going to have a caloric deficit. Plus, if you're already kind of overweight and you're putting so much on there, you're going to just end up being fatter. So is it healthy? Sure. But if you want to maintain weight, it's good to have a little bit of olive oil in there. If you want to maintain weight, it's great. People go, oh, look at him. He's having like 2 huge avocados, and it's good. It's really good fats. Once again, avocado is really calorically high calories for a small amount of portion, dude. Not really what you want, because you're gonna eat that, but then you're gonna be really starving. So it's something you want to do when you maintain. So what you want to do is do what he does. I believe exactly what he does. One of the tips that he does, he uses popcorn. You get a big bag of popcorn, a big bag for like 130 calories, up to 250 for a big bag. That's the same as a portion of rice. And I guarantee you that's going to have more protein, and you're going to feel a lot more satiated. I'll give you another tip. Jell-O. You can make homemade, like a big giant homemade tub of Jell-O with 0 calories. And if you put a little fruit in there, you probably have like 40 calories for a big bowl, and you're not going to feel hungry. You can even put some strawberry syrup on there, anything that's on there that's light or 0, and you're gonna have very low calories, but you're gonna feel full, which is what you need to lose weight, right? So I completely agree with him, because he's smart. What he does is he thinks about how he can eat the protein that he needs, and as much food within his calorie intake. So all he focuses on is calories, proteins, and as much of that as he could get within the calories that he has, and that's what you need to do. So you want a lot of vegetables, because they're not very caloric. So you want to mix a lot of vegetables with some anything that makes you feel dense and full, right? So I think you should follow him. Go to his page, unsubscribe. He's great videos. He's putting up a lot of content. He's extremely honest. He's so honest, it's almost like he's lying, but he's not. Trust me, when you've been at this for a long time, you can tell that he knows what he's doing. Plus, like I said, he's got world records, and he's look at him, dude. He's just jacked. He's just looks like veins are gonna pop out and just fucking fly into the screen. That's how ripped he is. So follow him. He's funny too, and he's so honest that he talks about anabolic steroids that he uses. Why? Because he's a professional bodybuilder, which is another thing a lot of people lie about. They're all natural. Everybody's natural nowadays, and you can be. Depending on your genetics, you can have, but some of these guys, they're not. But he's really honest. He talks about all these guys. I love it. Watch him. If you like this video, I'm gonna be doing a whole bunch of videos talking about other people's nutrition plans. You can also ask me. I do online coaching. I can design something for you depending on what you need. But I don't want to make this video longer than it needs to be. So you can follow me right over here. This is my English Instagram. Right, Ape Fitness Coaching, and you can see me post a whole bunch of food pictures, and I'm going to start putting content into that. Like I said, this is I have a Spanish channel, and I'm going to start now doing the English, so hopefully you can all follow me. If you like this video, subscribe, give me a like, hit the little notification, so when I do another video, which I'm going to start trying to do a lot, you could jump on there and check it out. So hopefully you like what I said, and remember, train hard, don't give up, and I'll see you later. Take care.